Imagine you could open your life's full logbook, every stat, every secret, every embarrassing moment. Would you really want to see it all? Reddit asked. You now have access to all of your life logs and data from the past. Number of serial killers you casually walk by on the street, number of times you missed a signal from a girl at a party, etc. What do you look up first? Total metric volume pooped. Wow. I've never thought about this. Such an insane metric to investigate, along with best and worst days, ID. Also, I hate to put this in the same conversation, but amount of food consumed, like number of chickens, eggs, etc., should be interesting. Number of people who met me once and still think about me occasionally. Be interesting to know how many lives I touched in the most small way possible. Hopefully the interaction was a positive one. I would love this. I remember being on my first plane trip around 4 years of age, and there was a blonde flight attendant who gave me one of those pens where there are a bunch of different colors inside that you can pull out and shove in the top to change the color. I don't know why, but I've never forgotten her. She was so sweet. Sorry, the number is 0. Okay. The number is at least 1 because I think about this question a lot too, and you put into words something I felt but never found a good way of expressing, so I think you were pretty cool. How many close calls did I have and didn't even realize? Yeah, that's got to be pretty interesting for sure. I honestly think this would turn me into a ball of anxiety in my day-to-day life, worrying about every little thing. Ratio of positive to negative impacts on the lives of others. Defining positive and negative is subjective and depends on your system of values. Edit. Assume my comment broadly applies to a similar philosophy explored in the wonderful show, The Good Place. I mean, sure, but in that case, just list whatever system that is next to my stats, right? Separately, any system that values anything over mass compassion and quality of life for as many people as possible can suck my butt. Yeah, well put. I still think about my regrets from decades past, the people I interacted with, the kindness I received, hoping they're well off now. Well, maybe not the pastor who tried to convince me supernatural power of spirit is real, gravity is fake, and it's just God pulling people to earth because if you pour water on a tennis ball, it falls off, and other crazy stuff. Okay, well, maybe I don't wish everyone I interacted with to be thriving, scot-free of the consequences of their actions or choices. I did make a lot of mistakes in my limited interactions with some people too. There were more opportunities for kindness that was deserved for others. I digress and ramble. It would be really nice to have that kind of objective, complete information in a world of incomplete information and guesses, to know what little influence I had was for the better, where the people that benefited me are now. People who found me attractive. Or worse, people I found attractive who also found me attractive, but no moves were made. This. And for whatever reason, I have a hard time talking to guys I'm attracted to. What if this whole time they thought I was cold and unapproachable? A girl I liked in high school told me she liked me back then, but thought I didn't see her that way. I was in love with her for years, but thought she'd never like me back. I think about it like once a week minimum.
Hi guys, if you like my video, please just subscribe, drop a like and tap the bell so you won't miss the next video. I'm already working on a new one for you, so see you.
How many random strangers saw me do something weird or hilarious and now they're that story they tell to everybody at least once? This, and I need video references that I could click on to remember me doing said thing and their response. I saw a guy slip on a banana peel once. I didn't even think that was a real thing, just something in cartoons and video games. He kind of skated for a few feet like he was on ice, then slipped and barely caught himself, looked up and I was laughing uncontrollably. He ran off and no one else saw and everyone looked at me like I was a crazy weirdo. How many laws I've broken? I'm sure we all break laws unintentionally, or we're just not aware that what we're doing is technically illegal. Just go ahead and filter out moving violations. I already know about those. How many people thought I was cute or attractive? Would be helpful for my self-esteem. Or absolutely destroy it. None found. How many miles of receipt paper I've used in my life? I need to know. Estimate how many times you go to a store in the typical week, do the math to estimate total shopping trips in your life, and then multiply by the length of the average receipt. Oh no, I've worked in the hospitality industry for nearly 20 years. It's not so simple as a singular event 2 to 3 times a week. How many times a woman tried to flirt with me and I didn't recognize it? How many times a man tried to flirt with me and I didn't recognize it? I actually think that number might be 1. People to whom my appreciation and words matter emotionally, so I can get in touch with each of them and tell them all about all the things I appreciate about them. This is so sweet. I would love to see this. How many times I should have gone to the ER for mental health crises? That'll help me figure out what qualifies as a crisis. No one's given me a solid definition. There is no definition. You have to decide for yourself. So, as I'm popping a leg over the bridge railing, gotcha. Total volume ejaculated. I'm trying to see my rank. Like, I don't even know who else is where. Give me an anonymous leaderboard and what number I am. I don't know, but definitely lower than Ron Jeremy. The number and names of women who fantasized about me while masturbating. And phone numbers. Sorry, that entry is blank. What, are you accessing my info, punk? I'd delete it and walk away. Knowing things I can't change will only bring pain and suffering. It's a bit like learning you were 1 number off in the lotto. How would that improve your life? Not everything is like that, though. Knowing something like how many miles you've walked, how many times you took a breath, how many words you've ever said, etc., are more a curiosity thing that doesn't really have a negative outcome of knowing. If into the security recordings you go, only pain will you find.
Thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments what you'd like to learn about your life. And check out these other cool videos. Talk to you soon.